we are checking out the world's most protected president. I believe it's a president of the United States, I'm pretty sure. So I assume we're going to hear about how they're protected, the insane amount of security, which is needed, by the way. It's a country of, at least politically, which we're not going to get into the politics because it's none of my business at the end of the day. I just want to see how the president is protected. But if you look at the polling and stuff like that, it's very 50-50. Obviously, it's leaning a little bit more in one direction. That's why they're president. But yeah, it is very divided on the politic front. We stay away from that. But obviously, they need protecting because unfortunately, like in Britain, like anywhere in the world, there is bad actors who will want to harm a president because they don't agree with him. Which, never do that. You know, violence is never the option. Unless they hit first. I'm joking. Right, the world's most protected president. Let's check it out. If you're enjoying our videos, by the way, we would really appreciate it. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. Check out our Game of Thrones series. Hope you're enjoying that. Check out Patreon. And let's get into it. The world's most protected president. What have we got?
I'm about to show you what the most protected president's security looks like.
Level 100.
No joke, this is going to blow your mind. In this video, you're going to see why it costs millions of dollars to protect the heads of state. From killer robots to the most heavily armed bodyguards you've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
And everything in between. All the way
Okay,
down
we're doing
to the world's
everything.
poorest
Awesome.
president, Jose Mujica of Uruguay, at level 1. Yeah,
Level 1.
I know that sounds pretty weird, but instead of pocketing his presidential salary, Jose lived in a tin-roofed, one-story shack in the middle of nowhere. And straight up refused to stay in the presidential palace. And his ride doesn't get any better either. I mean, the dude literally drove a beat-up 1987 Volkswagen Beetle wherever he went, with pretty much zero security. This was just level 1. With each additional level, the security gets even better, ending with the most protected president on the planet.
I mean, it's not hard for the security to get even better from nothing. But he's like the man of the people. Fair play to him. He's like, nah, I want to be president because I love my people, not because I get a fancy house. I'll live my life and be president. I rate that, I do.
Level 10. The president of France, on the other hand,
France
is exactly roughing it like Jose. Because Macron literally has a full-blown security entourage guarding him on the daily. Motorcades, bodyguards, bicycles? The dude's got it all. You'd think with that level of security, I don't know, he'd be protected? No. Instead, he's been taking hits left, right, and center. Like the time he involuntarily joined the power slap. Or the many times he's been pelted with eggs, and even tomatoed French medieval style. Jesus, this man's a walking target. But look, sometimes protecting the president can go horribly wrong. So over in Japan, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was their longest-serving prime minister and kept everything under wraps. I mean, his security would literally run after his car and orchestrate traffic. Yeah, that actually happened. But in the end, having control over the road still wasn't enough. Because midway through a campaign speech in 2022, the dude found himself. But, President Rodrigo of the Philippines knew exactly...
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like I say, America's could be level 100, and it happens to the best of the military. It's hard to monitor. Obviously, Trump almost got assassinated. It hit his ear, I believe it was. Yeah, that's sad though. Like, why do people want to do that? It's sad. But like, the French, going back to the French one, it's kind of like, yeah, they obviously just aren't very skilled. They've got the protection, just aren't very skilled.
What he was getting himself into. Because not only was he known as the Punisher by his people, but the man was straight up ruthless.
What?
Although, you never guessed that from his travel routine.
You don't want to liken yourself to Hitler.
His convoys looked more like a road trip than a death squad. Apparently, the dude was a motorcycle enthusiast who felt safe riding through the streets of Dago City with his buddies. But I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that many reinforcements trailing behind a three-wheeler before. And Rodrigo's security measures didn't stop there. He went on to destroy hundreds of drug dealers' vehicles just to prove a point.
Fair play, I guess.
Yeah, I'm talking crushing millions of dollars worth of smuggled supercars as a warning to criminals. Now, the fact that Rodrigo did that was weird.
I said fair play. Maybe just lock the criminals up and then maybe sell that so people don't have to pay as many taxes. That sounds like quite a smart idea. Obviously, them supercars aren't going to pay every tax, but maybe people can get a little bit of a tax break if you sold all them instead of crushing them. Maybe I should be president. Probably not. Probably not. Definitely not.
But it's nowhere near as strange as what Egypt's president does to send a message.
What?
Because while most leaders show off their country's power with nuclear weapons, tanks, and motorcades, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi does it with baby oil?
Hold up.
What?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, this guy decided to literally flex his entire military by stripping them down to barely anything and having them pose for some kind of weird military parade.
Hey, it will distract some people.
Jesus.
Not me,
Diddy
but some
would have
people.
an army like this?
Oh my
That's ridiculous.
days. I did not expect a world's most protected president video to get Diddy in there. Wow.
As ridiculous as this looks, underneath all that tanning oil are Egypt's elite, ready to protect their president at a moment's notice.
True.
Which is why his security is at level 40. But now we're halfway through at level 50, so things are about to get real. Because over in Venezuela, President Nicolas Maduro made sure his security was as airtight as it gets by literally turning them into a human shield.
Yeah.
You see, when Maduro was speaking at a military event in 2018, he was the target of an assassination attempt by 2 bomb-carrying drones.
Oh my
They
days.
exploded nearby. Maduro's security was ready.
Wow, they acted
I mean,
quick.
talk about putting your life on the line. These dudes are bodyguarding with their bodies. Yeah. Not everyone stuck around to play hero, because while his security team was shielding their president, the soldiers on the streets bolted the hell out of there. But when it comes to protecting...
I mean, let's be truthful. They don't have the weapons, it looks like. A bomb's just gone off. You're going to get the hell out of there. I know you meant to stay calm in these situations, but if you can't help the president and there's no one there to help and everyone's able to run away, surely you run away. So I'm not going, nothing against them for doing that. Give me more context if there's any in the comments.
The Vatican's head honcho, the greatest threat to security is the man himself. You see, Pope Francis may be one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, but that doesn't stop him from taking some serious risks to show he's a man of the people. So yeah, keeping him safe, that's a job that keeps his security team on their toes 24/7. That's why his protection includes multiple layers of defense, starting with the Swiss Guard, who are definitely not just for show, and the Vatican Gendarmerie, who handle everything from crowd control to high-tech surveillance. But when he's not on foot, His Holiness moves through crowds in the Pope-mobile, an all-electric armored Mercedes G-Wagon, equipped with bulletproof glass, a swivel jet, and even a removable roof. Damn, Pope's really out here driving a G-Wagon before GTA 6.
Well, I am recording this on 5th of March, and now I don't really follow the Pope that often, but I do get my notifications, and I hope he's doing okay, because I think he was in bad way from the notifications I've got, struggling with breathing and stuff like that. So I hope he's okay, because whatever you believe in, it's not nice to see someone suffering, so I hope he's doing okay.
But nothing screams VIP like having a team of elite agents watching your every move. Because over in India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi not only has guards walking alongside his armored SUV, but he's also got a roof-mounted contingent for the ultimate flex. See, when you're the leader of a population of over 1 billion people and T-Series, there's a good chance at least one of them might not like you.
True.
That's why Modi rolls with the SPG, an elite protection force whose sole mission is to ensure the safety of India's most important leader. Oh, and that briefcase they're holding? That's no ordinary luggage. That's a ballistic briefcase that instantly deploys into a bulletproof shield.
Oh, that's cool.
That thing really just turned into a damn transformer. But if you thought getting close to a prime minister was tough, try getting anywhere near a king. See, over in England, they take protecting their monarchy very seriously. I'm talking about Buckingham Palace,
It is protected, right? But they do parades where they walk down the street like the Pope and will hold people's hands. And like somebody could just, oh, I'm not saying do it, please don't do it. I'm not condoning that. But like you could be like, oh, how nice of it. Whoa, do you know what I mean? Like that could easily happen. Hit someone in the right spot, especially Charles's age. I don't think it's protected that well, but we'll find out what they say. Again, I do not condone that. I don't condone that at all.
$5 billion fortress disguised as a fancy house, complete with gates, guards, and security covering every inch. And the famous King's Guard aren't there just for photos. They're fully fledged members of the British Army with a license to kill.
Makes sense. Oh.
Get back from the Queen's Guard!
Get back! I mean, these are the same dudes who will straight up trample you if you step out of line. And
yeah,
the horses,
I have seen that.
don't tolerate any horsing around either. You know why? Because she didn't drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that's right. You got horses out here showing some love. But on the topic of deadly force, what if I told you that Kim Jong-un has a security obsession?
Yeah,
and
that
it's
makes
causing
sense.
him to do some really weird stuff. See, just to have the privilege of being anywhere near him, he'll need some serious vetting and clearance. And when he does leave the Supreme Palace, you can bet he'll be surrounded by a team of at least 12 Supreme guards. Suits,
Jogging next
ties,
to him.
earpieces, and running shoes made by Supreme. And these dudes aren't just anybody. They're handpicked for their loyalty, fitness, and a fear for their lives. I mean, as far as dictators go, Kim doesn't just dictate policy. He dictates everything around him. Like, imagine being terrified of the very man you're protecting.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't
This
it?
guy's nuts. The
So
president.
that is how a dictator does it, I guess, the fear. And then it just becomes normal day and you ain't stepping out of line, which is mad. Yeah, it's mad.
President
Absolutely
Putin's
mad.
protection is a whole other extreme, because his security detail isn't just limited to ground level. The guy's got eyes in the sky. Yeah,
Whoa.
his planes literally get escorted by fighter jets. And apparently sometimes, they even use whole freaking decoy planes just to throw off potential attackers. So clearly,
does make
Putin's
sense.
not taking any chances.
Putin
But
is a
then there's
target,
his
I guess, from
motorcade,
people.
A convoy of blacked out armored vehicles that don't just drive. They sweep the streets clean of any potential threats. And on top of all that, Putin's got some scary-ass looking bodyguards who watches every move. I mean, look what happens when the double champ puts his arm around him.
Yeah. He realizes he can't do that.
I was lucky things didn't go sideways. But look, we gotta talk about a man who doesn't even need security. Because Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya isn't only Guinea's current president, he's also the leader of the country's armed special forces. I mean, how many presidents roll around packing this much heat? God damn! See, Mamadi and his squad are constantly decked out in full tactical gear, strapped with AKs and rocket launchers, even when they're on
They're just walking around with RPGs. What?
standby. If I didn't know any better, I'd think they were heading to war, not a presidential speech. But if that wasn't enough, even a peaceful walk through town is met with half the military. And don't even get me started on Mamadi's workout routine, because this man likes to spend his free time cycling with a whole damn military convoy.
That is mad. Just so he can go and cycle. All he needs is just a bike. What do you call it? An e-bike, electric bike. Oh my god, what is the bike? There's a name for it. I'm being such an idiot. There's a name for a bike that just goes in your house and you ride it. Like a treadmill, but for a bike. Why can't I think of it? It's just an exercise bike? It's probably just an In my defence, right, it's 12:30 when I'm recording this, trying to get this out for you. It's a late night.
Yeah, so if you've ever wondered what presidents do in their free time, now you know. But someone who definitely can't risk going for a leisurely bike ride in public is President Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because for the last decade, the orange man has had a lot of people on the planet seeing red.
Especially recently.
You see, for Mr. Trump, there's no such thing as too much security when it comes to keeping a target off his back. Or his ear. I mean, while most presidents are typically assigned around 80 agents at any given time, Donald's got a whopping 300 protecting him. I'm talking bodyguards, counter-surveillance teams, counter-sniper units, and even counter-assault squads. Basically, if a threat exists, somebody in his security detail is ready to counter it.
Exactly. But then, it's obviously going back to this moment, it just shows that, like, how dangerous it is to be a president and stuff like that, especially if you are a president who potentially upset a lot of people, because no matter how much you have, no matter how much surveillance, how much planning, people can slip the net and it's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. By the way, America ain't number one because it's level 100. I don't even know. Sure, it's going to be China. We haven't seen China yet, have we?
And fast forward to 2024, when he was re-elected president, and even a trip to his favorite hobby comes with a whole team of Secret Service agents. That's gotta be a lot to handle. So it's no surprise he needs some downtime in his own bed from time to time. And what a better place than the fortress he calls home, Mar-a-Lago.
Security is now tighter around the former president's Mar-a-Lago resort.
Here, he's got hundreds of agents performing round-the-clock guarding, armed Coast Guards, and even robot dogs.
What?
That's the billionaire presidential treatment right there.
That's pretty
President
cool.
Trump isn't the only one going big, because when Turkey's Erdogan hits the streets, he doesn't just beef up his convoy, he rolls up with a legit battle bus. Yeah,
There's someone on
that
top.
thing is literally a fortress on wheels. And it's not just a ballistic-proof school bus, because the dude's got guards mounted on the roof with helicopters circling overhead. What's next? Kim Jong-un level security measures? Oh, wait, he did do that. Because if you thought Kim's Roadrunners were impressive, getting past that looks like a cakewalk compared to what's going on here.
Oh my days.
These dictators need to start taking notes. But now it's time for level 100. A man so protected that if you beef with him, you're basically beefing with an entire nation. Because when it comes to power moves, Xi Jinping of China doesn't do subtle. See, Xi isn't just the world leader. He's the head honcho of the largest standing military on the planet. I'm talking about over 2 million troops at his disposal. That's not a security detail. That's a small country on standby.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Check out
people.
the time China celebrated their 70th anniversary military parade. It was the biggest of its kind in history. Tanks, jets, missiles, everything short of a Death Star rolling down Tiananmen Square.
Oh,
Hell,
wow.
There's nothing about this guy that isn't elite, because even his own translator can't get through without a clearance. All right, Xi, you're the top dog, man. We get it. I guess when you're the ultimate Sigma in one of the most powerful nations on Earth, you can't take any chances. But you know who's really not taking any chances? These people right here. Because this is the tribe that'll attack anyone who comes near.
Oh,
You know
I've
what that's
seen
called?
this, yeah.
The deadliest island on Earth. And the world's full of places like this. From relentless roads to snake-infested islands. Look, if you want to check these places out, you need to click on this video right here.
Well, check out their channel. Anyway, link is in description. Let us know if you want us to react to more. Sorry if I've coughed a little bit. I'm still getting over my little cough I've had. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Surprising. I thought it was going to be America. It does make sense with China, to be fair. Turkey was a surprise. Let us know if there are any surprises in there for you. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.